Hey everybody, I've got a new idiom for you. This one is called the apple of his eye. So in Hebrew, the apple of the eye is the pupil, that little dark spot. So you could say, he who touches you pokes a stick in God's eye. Now, that's pretty strong language, but that might be closer to the Hebrew meaning there. So in Hebrew, the apple of his eye is Ishon Bat Ain. Well, that's how I pronounce it. Maybe it's close. Literally, it means the little apple or the little person of his eye. But I was thinking Bat means daughter, so maybe it's the little daughter of his eye. Either way, it refers to the reflection of ourselves that we see in another person's eye. Now, in the written part of this course, I have a picture of, well, it's a picture my husband took of a bison here in Montana, and he did a close-up of the bison's eye, and you could see the reflection of his truck in the bison's eye. It was really kind of a spectacular picture, and I thought it was perfect for kind of illustrating this lesson. So the phrase, Israel is the apple of God's eye, this can actually take on another meaning. It can mean that Israel is the reflection of God's character on earth. Yeah, we hear that a lot, right? We really can't escape this idea that we're created to bear the image of our unseen God into the world. We're created to carry his image. Apple of his eye. Yeshua used this concept when he was kind of highlighting how we're supposed to look at each other. Matthew 7, where he says, why are you looking at that speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and you're not paying attention to the plank that's in your own eye? And then he says you need to clearly remove what you've got first before you try to take that speck out of your brother's eye. So if you think about the proportional size of a person compared to that little man of the eye, or the little woman of the eye, little daughter of the eye, one is so much bigger than the other, right? So that speck of sawdust that you see in your friend's eye would be the reflection of that much larger plank that's in your own eye. And so the point of that Yeshua is saying is that we tend to judge one another on issues that we're guilty of ourselves. And so the answer is that we all need the Holy Spirit to shine his truth and his light in our lives and reveal those thoughts and attitudes and behaviors that aren't like God's, that don't reflect God. It's just extraordinary to me, that God created us in his own image, and also how unique each of us are. We all have our own personalities, we all have our own talents, we all have our own strengths and our own challenges, and each of these, if we let it, can be used by God to be his reflection in the world. And so I guess, the lesson here is that we need to really appreciate our differences, acknowledge that we have differences as believers, and that that's okay, and that we can still come together in love and in honor. So that's our lesson. Thanks. Bye.